All right, so before we get into it, Bryson, tell me, what was your experience with getting into business? What did you believe that reality kind of changed fast?
Sure. You get into business, and I think a lot of things you set out to do, and business, you go into it and you expect it to be hard, but there's certain aspects of it that are way harder than you would expect. And for me personally, it's the importance of people, and how people can affect your operation. They can affect your cash flow, anything like that. So something that was corrected for me very quickly was investing in the people, and how important it is to treat them right and to make sure that they're happy and successful.
Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. This is Joe Justice. I'm here at Blenko Glass. I'm here with Bryson. Bryson, tell me, what's your hustle?
Right now it's business development here at Blenko Glass Company, making sure that all the trains arrive on time and all the cogs are moving smoothly.
So Bryson, tell me, what is it that got you into this type of business?
Well, I've always had a passion for manufacturing from afar, and as I've gone through my entrepreneurial experience and my path here, I started out in digital marketing, worked my way through some IT stuff, and about 9 years ago now, I came on to Blenko as a consultant, working with their digital marketing, their IT stack, all that kind of stuff. And over time, we've worked with Blenko, and eventually they offered us a job. So that's how I kind of got my foot into the door at manufacturing, and it's been a joyride ever since.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this total for, I've been in IT and marketing for about 15 years, but here at Blenko for about 9.
About 9 years. So tell me, for people that might not be familiar, tell me just a brief history of Blenko Glass.
Sure. So Blenko Glass Company has been around for over 130 years. Started out in Kokomo, Indiana, failed, moved over to Clarksburg, West Virginia, and kind of worked their way down the Ohio River over time, finally landing here in Milton in 1921. Blenko Glass has been primarily a wholesale business for most of its existence, so through both world wars up until really in the last decade or so has been mostly wholesale, business to business. Since about 2017, we've made a hard shift into business to consumer sales, so direct online sales to the customers in all 50 states and sometimes even other countries.
So in your business here with Blenko, what's a mistake that you made early on, and what did you learn from it?
Made plenty of mistakes here, that's for sure.
I think all entrepreneurs do, right?
Absolutely. I think one of the ones that comes to mind here just immediately is making sure that you plan ahead appropriately, making sure that your cash flow is solid, especially in business development. My job kind of rotates and revolves around spending money, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for me. But making sure that you've got your cash flow and your revenue stream planned out, so that when you do have big projects or even emergency projects come up, that you're ready to go, you're set, and you've got that accounted for.
And what is it that what type of markets does Blenko serve today?
So the markets we serve today, mostly consumer markets. So I would even say approaching the luxury good market. So this is going to be people who are looking for decorative glass, for tableware, for nice vases, stuff to enrich and decorate their homes.
And what are some common misconceptions about your industry?
Some common misconceptions are that handmade glass is not for me. That's not true. We sell glass to all different people of all walks of life. So if you like pretty things, then we're the place for you. Another common misconception is that we're closed. So Blenko had some financial turmoil here about a decade ago, and even today, some people still believe that we're closed, and that's obviously not the case.
And you've got, we're here in the museum section, but there's a whole gift shop down here you can come in, you can look at. But do you have other ways of being able to purchase from Blenko?
Sure. We've got a bustling wholesale program, so we have different retailers in all 50 states. So we've got a map online that you can check and see if there's anywhere close to you that you could buy Blenko glass. We've also got a mobile glass unit that we take and go out to different festivals and schools and events for educational and demonstration purposes.
And it sounds like Blenko's obviously had a storied history, and so considering the full length of that history, you've been here for a short period of time.
Just a blip.
How much has it changed in just the time that you've been here?
Night and day. Everything from the concrete we stand on all the way up to the lighting, everything is completely different. If you look at a chart of the age of our employees, right about when I got here, it takes a sharp rise upwards because we've effectively turned over the staff, not necessarily because we wanted to, but just because we're growing and we've got to hire, and you can't just get glassblowers down the street, so we've got to train our own and start from the ground up.
What are some common challenges that you run into today? Is it staffing? Is it funding? What kind of challenges are you running into?
Sure. So I think unlike most businesses, we're blessed in that sales is not really our core concern. Generally speaking, we can sell everything we make. So our biggest concern now is making more glass. So definitely the labor pool, labor force, the labor pool here. So our biggest challenge is to bring apprentices onto our apprenticeship program and to train them over 5 to 10 years and ensure that they stick with us.
And what kind of steps are you taking to address those labor shortages?
Mostly just trying to make sure that we have the best program available for anybody who would want to learn glass blowing. So continuous improvement on the apprenticeship program, continuous improvement on the way that we hire and train and onboard people. It's an uphill battle for sure.
All right, so rapid fire questions. What is the best $100 you ever spent for the business?
Best $100. That's a good question. Probably some of the marketing materials, some of the cameras and mics.
What does a glass company use cameras and mics for?
Digital marketing. That's the name of the game these days. We spend an immense amount of time and effort on our marketing efforts, and as I'm sure all your viewers have seen, and probably now we'll see even more of, we do a lot of digital marketing.
Got to get out there online. That's where everyone's at now, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the biggest waste of money?
Biggest waste of money. Probably letting my directors and staff have access to the Amazon account.
Got to keep that kind of stuff locked down, right?
For sure, for sure.
What's one skill every entrepreneur should have in 2026?
The ability to use Google. Google is so powerful, and to be able to navigate it and to effectively query for anything that you might need. The internet's a great and wild place, but being able to find information and to understand it and to determine if it's real and valuable and reliable ultimately. What's
a new skill that you've been developing?
Buzzword of the day, AI. AI. So I've spent a lot of my, especially this year, learning how to prompt and to use AI to be more effective at my job, as well as work for the business.
Great. So as we're kind of wrapping up here, tell me, what is one principle, one belief, something that you stand by and believe in, even when the haters tell you that you're wrong?
One belief I stand by is invest in your people, invest in the area, the community, and it will give back to you.
You guys really do that. You have tours, you have an apprentice program, on and on, right?
Yes, sir. We try to do as much as we can to spend money here in state, if not even more local. Everything we do is community mind, and what do they say? Think local, act global.
There we go. Awesome. So if people want to find out more about Blenko, they maybe want to come visit, maybe buy some glass, what's the best way they can find you?
Sure. Blenko.com is the main way you can find us. You can also visit us here in Milton, West Virginia. Our gift shop hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, and then from noon to 5 on Sunday.
Thank you so much for joining us here today, and thank you for watching and listening. This is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.